I stand before you today in what should go down as one of the most important speeches in Manchester United fan history. Rest in peace, Martin Luther King, by the way. One of my idols. Yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, and I spent a lot of time listening to Martin Luther King speeches. And today, my fellow Man United faithful, I wake up with a dream. Today, I wake up with a newfound light, and I want to share that with you. You see, I'm happy that today has happened. I am happy that you are here at this very moment for this, because it is about time we see proper freedom from mid-table bondage. It is about time today we see some proper tactical coaching to all the Manchester United players that we have in our payroll. I have a dream. I have a dream that Sir Jim will pick up the phone and dial +39. If you don't know what +39 is, the country code for Italy. Jose Mourinho is still packing his office. He's packing his items, his trophies. He's putting them in boxes at this very moment in Italy. Ineos, I have a dream you will free us from this bondage. Please pick up the phone and call Italy right now. Tell Jose Mourinho we need him. Over 10 years of horrendous Glazer ownership. And the ship has been tanking, and I have a dream that Jose Mourinho can be the captain to revive this ship. Jose Mourinho can be the one to stabilize this turbulent times that we're living in. I have a dream that soon every Manchester United fan around the world will be free from this mental struggle, this emotional roller coaster. Now, I do not hate Ten Hag by no means. No. Hear me right. I just feel like I've been in a Subaru, and now I see a Rolls-Royce Phantom. And it's time. I want to urge you right now, as a Manchester United fan, it is time to let that excitement for that Subaru called Ten Hag. It is time to just say, no, I don't hate the Subaru. I just want to park the Subaru. I want to get in a Rolls-Royce Phantom. I have a dream. Come on, dream with me today, Manchester United fans. Come on, no applause. Let me tell you about my dream. This momentous decree came as a great beacon of light to millions of Manchester United fans around the world today when Jose Mourinho was announced that he is free from his duties as manager at Roma FC. Roma AS Roma. Now, Jose Mourinho made Roma relevant again. I don't care who says what. You can call him a washed manager. You can call him a manager that has outdated tactics. But I have a dream that Mourinho has been seeing what has been happening. And he's been looking with a side eye like this, saying, I would stop Pep Guardiola, saying, I would end this Arsenal hype. I will bring an end to the era that we're in right now. I have a dream. Dream with me today. Come on, dear Manchester United fans around the world. Before the England Football Association picks up the phone, before Newcastle Football Club picks up the phone, before PSG picks up the phone, come on, Sir Jim. This is your opportunity. Because the life of a Manchester United fan has not changed ever since Sir Alex left us. Matter of fact, if I remember correctly, the last time I saw Manchester United club at the top of the table was when Jose Mourinho. We were going into Christmas or New Year, and Jose Mourinho was still manager. Of course, it did not end as first, but that was the last time I looked at a league table. And I was like, okay, we might still be relevant. I have a dream that we will wake up. Thank you to the tactical nuance, the tactical aptitude of Jose Mourinho. I have a dream today that I want to share with you, and I hope you will consider it. This is no knock on eriktenhag. I love what he has done for us, but so far, Erik, if we were going to play at home versus Spurs and have less than 40% possession, then we might as well bring Jose Mourinho. If we're going to play haram ball, let us play haram ball right. If we are going to play counter-attack, let us do it right, and Jose Mourinho can lead us to the promised land. Trust me. I have a dream that one day, we shall get to the top of the table. One day, we shall open the trophy cabinet again. Come on. Somebody save us. Save us, because our mental health is at stake. We're a legacy club now. I have a dream. I have a dream, and I hope you can see my dream. Because, quite frankly, we've all been living in a nightmare. I'm a very positive person. I try to be optimistic. But I saw the disaster at the Allianz Arena. I saw the disaster in Copenhagen. I saw the humiliation versus Bournemouth. And I sat down and thought to myself, sometimes there are bad teachers, but really there's no such thing as a bad student. I have a dream today that we will get the real teacher to come and teach these kids how to play football. It is possible. It is possible. I have a dream that Jose Mourinho will look at the Manchester United players and say,
all these guys, I'm there.
Come on, dream with me now. I have a dream that finally some people might just wake up and look at how this man worked with a shoestring budget. The budget he had at Roma was the same amount of money that Chelsea paid for Cole Palmer. I have a dream that with a proper structure, we can actually proceed and progress to the next level. If we call the special one once more.
Respect, man, respect.
You're thinking I'm crazy, but all I gotta say to you is that.
Respect, man, respect.
The man has football heritage. And man, what we've been seeing at Manchester United has been nothing less than that. It has been just atrocity after atrocity after atrocity, and now I want to be free from all of that. Please, please, please hear my dream. It is not disrespectful to Ten Hag, but it is more like me saying thank you, Ten Hag. It has been a nice ride. If Jose Mourinho is available, personally, I am taking Jose. Pick up the phone, Sir Jim. Where are you on this situation? My name is Botswanapapi. I have a dream you'll also hit the like button and also subscribe if you haven't. Because if you don't...
Move! Move! Bruno Fernandes! Just waiting on the back post, surely he'll be found. And scores first Premier League goal at Old Trafford.
Is my dream really out of place, though? Like, come on. Is my dream really that far-fetched? Guys, we have to talk about this. I know Newcastle is looking to soup him up. Barcelona have a PE coach, a PE teacher. They know they need to be making plans. They need to be building forward. Come on. Who's with me? We're going to have to do a poll for this one. I just want to know. I want to check the temperature, how you're feeling about this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what I'm talking about, this dream today is sponsored by the news that Jose Mourinho has been sacked by AS Roma. And the club has already hired De Rossi as interim. It has been so quick. It almost feels like Roma has more ambition than our club in some way. How does a club do this quickly? Have an interim in place quickly? They don't even have... You know, we had an interim caretaker at Man United. Like, we went from Carrick to Ralph. we have a interim of the interim. That's how unorganized our club is. But Roma is so organized that they were like, we lose to AC Milan. Jose Mourinho has got 5 red cards so far. 5! But that's because I believe red cards are a sign of something toxic in the system. And Jose Mourinho has been showing these signs that Roma has not been supporting him enough as he really wanted. He actually has mentioned in some press conferences that, you know, I've wanted more players. I've wanted this player, but FFP, so I've had to work with the kids. And let's be honest, did he not make Roma relevant again? Let's be honest. Who is another manager right now on the market who's as passionate as Jose Mourinho? Who is another manager on the market right now who goes against the grain like Jose Mourinho? Who is an anti-establishment guy? Who is here to just, you know, football managers are like this. You know, they can come up with like De Zerbi has his own poison. Pep Guardiola has his own poison, but Jose Mourinho got the antidote. Jose Mourinho got the antidote to that Ange Ball poison. Jose Mourinho got the antidote to Arteta poison. Anybody bring them. The man, like, I respect this guy. Because his tactical aptitude is like no other, right? Fine, you can call him like defensive, whatever, but the football that we're playing right now, we got a negative goal difference. I don't know how you define that one, but this guy, he's got the passion that I admire, that I want from a coach, from my coach. A guy who can be like, Anthony Taylor, I'll meet you in the parking lot. Let's take this shit outside. Ten Hag is establishment, Mr. Yeah. You know, the VAR. Of course, Udogie brought down Garnacho, but it's not the first. Like, what? You gonna bend over? Jose Mourinho wouldn't do that. Find the club if you have to, but we gotta get consistency. I don't like managers that are just like, you know, I'm just happy to be here. You know, I'm just trying to not piss off anyone. Jose Mourinho would have spoke out. All the VAR decisions we've had go against us. The dissent, Dalot has been sent off for dissent, red carded. When mancity players get away with the same crime. Think Jose Mourinho will let that go? Nah. Somebody please do not tell Todd Bowley who Jose Mourinho is. Oh, Lord, we'll be in trouble. If Todd Bowley knows who Jose is, Chelsea, that's behind us right now, is going to end up in front of us. Chelsea Football Club will end up surpassing us if Jose Mourinho goes there. Anyway, that's my thoughts. I'm curious what you think. Let me big up everybody in the chat because I've been talking about my dreams. Yale says, Papi, 007 list. You person at the top is Jose Mourinho. 007 because he got 7 trophies. Oh, more than 7 trophies? Why? Why is Mourinho in the 007 list, Yale? Yale says, did Papi get lost on his way to the studio? I got a problem. My shovel is gone and I have no way to clear the snow from the parking spot. Yo, my apologies, Yale. Lutata says, maybe Papi has lost it. He said, Papi. Oh, Lord. MLK Day was yesterday. It's MLK week, my friend. Matter of fact, Black History Month starting in 14 days. We are celebrating this man's legacy. Get out right here, man. Good. She says, can we all refund this channel for hate speech? Bro, no. First of all, Martin Luther King is one of my idols. That speech was inspired by Martin Luther King, brother. It's paying homage to Martin Luther King, all right? No, I really have a deep respect for him. But for now, like, we have a golden opportunity here. Listen. I can still want Jose Mourinho and still not want Ten Hag out. It's looking at the situation and looking what's better. If you can race with a better horse, why not race with a better horse? That's all I'm trying to say. How do you meet the cost of leaving when you stream 24/7? Lutata, I don't know, but I have a dream. Chris says, you have a nightmare that you want to unleash on the fans of Man United. Nah, this is not a nightmare. Is this a nightmare? Amak says, sin bin. Oh, wow. Chris says, I'd rather have Oli back. Wow. Black Sage. Mark says, Papi's Black Sage. Wow. That hat is too tight. Is it cutting off the blood supply to his brain? Says Kush. Taco is with me. It can happen. Yes, Taco. Come on, Taco. Come on. See the light. Taco. Let me articulate this properly. This is no disrespect on Ten Hag. This is by no means. As a club, I've actually seen us learn from the mistakes that, you know how we sided with Pogba when the Jose Mourinho split happened. And now we're entering a place where we see the club siding with the manager because they're trying to learn from their mistakes, which is what we want. But for me, that's the equivalent of doing moves that you were taught by your ex, whom you truly love, and you're doing them with your current one, when you could just go back to your ex and learn more. You know what I mean?
Papi, hold on, Papi. Big up, my brother. We have to save you. These guys told me come in and save you from this nightmare, bro.
Tell me.
Are you okay? Did you fall
my
down
dream out of
last night?
place? Is my dream
I
out
feel
of
like
place?
you slipped and fell off the bed this morning. Maybe that's what happened. You didn't have a dream, bro. You have a nightmare. Man, I can't believe you're calling back for Jose Mourinho, bro. What?
Serial
Take that
winner.
jersey off, bro.
Talk to me. This guy's a serial winner, bro.
Listen,
Why-
one thing
why-
you
why
have to
don't you
learn,
want to
bro,
see a
is that
winner?
when you got an ex, you gotta leave them alone, my bro. You gotta leave the exes alone. The grass is, you don't go back to a pasture you left. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
I'm with
If
you.
you
Keep
become
going.
vegan, you don't go back to eating meat. You know what I
Okay,
mean? So
okay.
what I'm saying is, I mean, bro, like, just think about the perspective. Even if he came back, would Man United give him the support? We're not
Well,
sure
Man
about
United
that.
is trying to rebuild that structure.
Yeah, well,
Mourinho with a structure
bro,
behind him.
this is why it's better for you to just let them do it with Ten Hag, bro. Because if Ten Hag is already here and they haven't supported him, we all have said this, everyone. The club didn't support him. They're not backing him enough. This. Plus, Jose said there are players at the club he wanted out in the first 6 months he was there, and they're still here.
Yes, he would come in and say, "You
How
bring
would he
them.
get them
I'm
out?
starting with you."
No, Poppy, you're not hearing yourself. How
Yes.
would he now get them out after 2 managers came 6 years later, 5 years later? No, bro, that ain't happening.
No, it's because if Jose Mourinho
No,
knows, if those
bro,
players know where he
listen.
stands,
Joel Glazer believes in one
listen.
thing,
No, no,
right?
no. You listen, Mark. If Jose Mourinho knows this is where I stand with you as a player, and you know he's coming back, bro, you know you gotta go if you're Martial. You know you gotta go if you're Luke Shaw. You know you gotta go. Isn't this the clear out that we've
Hasn't
been
the
dying for?
ownership shown that they were going to keep these players ahead of managers? Haven't the ownership shown it? The ownership has shown us over the years that they rather sack a manager than sack the filthy players, bro.
DJ Deva says, "Get Ten Hag out." DJ Deva, would you get Mourinho in there?
Bro, send Ben from DJ Deva, ban him from the stream for the rest of the week because he's delusional. Listen to me, right? I just want to draw one point of reference to everyone. In
Support your opinion.
21-22, we
Yeah.
said this team was shit.
Yeah.
Pardon my French, right? Now, there are certain players in 2022 that said they made excuses because Ronaldo was there. What is the excuse today? So are we just wanting a new manager bounce? So should we just hire a manager one every 12 months? That's the only way these players are going to react. Okay. Let's hire a manager every 12 months.
Lend your point.
Because if we don't because the only look at it this way: we get a manager bounce. The next year we're complaining, won the manager out. The manager is garbage, and we've done it to 5 managers before.
Mark, I'll tell you this. I thought when we get Ten Hag, all right, we're going to be playing a different kind of football. We're going to be changing an identity, and he's been trying to do that with the single pivot, right? Right,
but how is the players gonna?
No, yes or no? Has he been trying to do that?
Yeah, he was. This season.
Okay, but look at where we are now. Match week 21. We played Spurs. 36% possession. 36% possession at our home.
Yeah,
we're playing haram football and we're playing it wrong.
Yeah. Why do you think we're playing it wrong? I don't agree we're playing it wrong. I agree that there are some players in the team that are there that are causing the haram in the football. And if we get them out, which the club has proved that they don't want to get them out, right? Because a lot of you fans will say, yeah, hear what? Another manager is going to unlock him. Let's get another manager to get the best out of these guys. Bro, have you not heard that same saying from your own mouth last 18 months, the 18 months before that? Bro, like, aren't you tired?
No. I cannot let my desire for keeping the same manager not look at the fact that
it's not the desire for keeping the same manager,
a Lamborghini.
Bro.
There is a Lamborghini.
There's
right
no
here.
Lamborghini. That Lamborghini, that was a 1919 Lamborghini.
Listen,
it's
it may
outdated.
look like a vintage. It may look like a vintage Lamborghini, but it's better than the Subaru that we're in, bro.
Nah, bro. Even the Subaru has a better shocking system than that 1990 Lamborghini, bro. What are you talking about, bro? You crazy? Listen to me, right? Let me tell you something. Let me understand what my perspective is, right?
Yeah.
If we want to break it down, we can't win while we're breaking it down. Understand what I'm saying? Like, we want to win, but have a rebuild at the same time. How is that possible? It's not. No one has done it before. Not Pep, not Klopp, not Arteta. It's never been done. No manager. You name one. Alex Ferguson.
Listen. Exactly. Actually, what you're actually articulating what I'm saying. We have to rebuild. We have to do a big clear out. We have to do it with Jose Mourinho as the captain of the ship.
Nah, that's where you're going wrong. You want to go back to your
DJ
ex,
Deva,
bro.
DJ Deva, I shared the link in the chat. I want to hear from DJ Deva as well. This is an opinion that I want to hear from everybody. Drex is in the building, ladies
Bring
and gentlemen.
Drex on, bro. Let's
as well.
Drex. Tell this man.
I know Drex, you're gonna be Jose Mourinho. No, don't come here. But let's hear why you're saying it.
Okay, guys. Big up, wake up, everybody. It's a beautiful day. Bro,
Drex is like, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Drex.
Okay, good. Now we got that all the way. Papi,
Yeah.
go to the washroom. Put some water on your eyes. Wash your eyes, bro. You're still sleeping.
Why?
You're still
Why?
sleeping.
Why?
Okay,
Why?
let me give you my points, right? You might hear some background noise. I'm not home today.
It's fine.
All right.
It's fine.
I'll give you some points. Now, the Lamborghini. I know you talk about the Lamborghini, right?
Vintage
guess what?
Lamborghini. Yeah.
Beautiful. I love vintage. Like, but guess what? It ain't gonna run no more. It ain't gonna run no more. It's just you
Why?
just want to buy the Lamborghini and put it in the garage and just be looking at it. It ain't gonna run no more. Trust me. Engines are gone. The wheels are gone. You just having the Lamborghini for the name Lamborghini. See, I get you. I get you. I get you.
Next point. Get to the other point. I want to
Yeah,
hear
next
that.
point is Mourinho, right at the moment, is done out here. Right? Now Mourinho
He's what? He's worn out.
done. He's done.
He's done.
Yeah. Mourinho at the moment, right, needs to I don't know, he needs to take time off. He needs to go do national coaching, not club anymore. He needs to go to the national team, look for a national team.
Does Mourinho know how to win cups?
Bro, man. Louis van Gaal.
No.
I said, bro.
Did
I
you
said,
say
bro.
no?
I said, bro, man. Bro. I said,
Oh,
listen,
bro. Okay.
bro. Louis van Gaal knows how to win cup. Does that make him what we need? Mourinho
Louis
knows
van
how to.
Gaal's trophy cabinet is so thin compared to
Bro,
Jose
I'm
Mourinho.
not
But I
talking-
want to hear some balance in this conversation, ladies and
Bring
gentlemen.
on
Let's
negative,
welcome
man.
DJ Deva himself. My bro.
What's
Deva.
up, bro? You hear me?
Come on. We can hear you loud and clear, brother.
Yeah, bro. Get 10 out, bro.
Why?
Bro. All right. First thing first, right?
Yes.
10 out was our manager that he was recognized for playing the Ajax football. Hashtag the Ajax football, right?
Yes, sir.
He comes to Man United, the first thing he's going to say, I'm not going to play Ajax football.
That's not what he said.
So what did he say? What did
He
say?
said, I cannot play the Ajax way with these players. The end. So when they want to say something, speak the truth first.
But,
Very
bro,
good.
come on, bro.
Bro, these players cannot play the Ajax way. Marcus Rashford have no footballing intelligence,
Let
bro.
end this point, and then you can respond. You just
Mark,
nitpicking everything.
Mark, let the
point.
man speak so we
Let him
can
go
host
ahead,
him.
bro.
Why can't these players play Ajax football, bro?
Mhm.
I want you to tell me why.
Okay, I'm gonna step in right here. These players can't play the Ajax football because all they know how to do is run. Nobody knows how to keep the ball. Nobody knows how to play combination play. Even when the manager tries to set it in there, ask yourself this question: Okay? Let me ask you three questions. Can Rashford play Ajax way? Can Bruno play Ajax way? Right? Can Garnacho play Ajax way? Answer those three questions. Can McTominay play Ajax way? Answer those questions for
That is the
me.
coach and manager's job to get the players to play that way. Come on, bro.
Oh my goodness, bro. Like
you
bro,
cannot
you
polish
living in
a
a real
thought.
world, or bro?
Yeah,
Living in the real world
So are
on
you saying a
FIFA.
coach should not coach
Bro,
a type of football?
there are some players who can't do that, bro. It's a fact.
Papi, can ask yourself a question. Papi, can McTominay play the Ajax football? Can McTominay do it? We've seen McTominay with 4 different managers. Can he do it?
No, he can't do it. So
Okay,
Jose Mourinho is somebody who will be like,
Okay,
you're one of the guys that
that's one.
I
Okay, let me ask you another question. That's one. Can Aaron Wan-Bissaka play the Ten Hag way?
No.
Can Rashford play the Ten Hag way?
Even Antony,
Oh no, it's yes or no. It's yes or no. It's yes or no. It's
This
yes
is
or
not
no.
a useful path to go on. Can this person play the? Even Antony, who was a former Ajax player, can play the Ajax way. Then what are we doing here?
I know you. Okay.
Pick and choose what points you're making, bro. Pick and choose.
We haven't even let Deva
Across the board, bro.
articulate his points.
He asked me to respond.
You
He
tackle
asks
him
me to
quickly
respond each
and
time. Are
Rex,
you
you're like
listening to
3
what he's
questions
saying,
already
Papi?
before even
He
Devon left
asked
his
me
phone.
to
But he asks
respond.
question. He asks question. He asks us to respond. So we're gonna let him talk now. Let him talk about why he wants Mourinho in.
All right. First of all, Mourinho is a winner. That's the first one, right? He's a
Yes.
winner.
Nobody can dispute that.
Yeah. In speaking in regards to clearing out a team and rebuild, I think Mourinho will be the best fit for it. You know, rebuild. You know, Mourinho actually. All right.
Speak up a little bit closer to the mic, Deva.
Yeah, I'm just saying that Mourinho is the best manager I think right now to do the
Available.
rebuild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
because all right, speaking in a sense that Mourinho did a lot of great things with Chelsea, Real Madrid, etc., etc. Inter Milan. You know, I think the job is too much for Ten Hag right now, bro. It's too much. We can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too much for him. You know, and then the players. He brought in a lot of good players, right?
Mm-hmm.
But bro, I don't. To be honest, I don't see it working, bro. I don't see it working.
Where's the
And
sample size for that? Where's the
and
sample size for you to see it working? Because I
and
want to ask that question because if we go off our last season, we're talking about our manager who in his first season get third. We're talking about our manager who played 2 cup finals in the league last season, winning 1, right? So we're talking about sample size, right? For the season we playing, right? You're talking about Chelsea. We talk about all the teams in the league, Ange Ball, all the teams in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
As prospectively saying, we see Ange Ball lose 6 out of the last 8 games, right? And then the win 1 and draw 1. The draw against us, right? We see Poch sitting in 10th for the last 3.5 months, right? So that's basically the entire length of the season, right? We see Eddie Howe sitting in 8th and 9th, fluctuating for the last 3.5 months. But everybody will say they could see what Eddie Howe doing. Everybody could say they could see what Poch doing, right? Ange Ball, when he lost the 5 games in a row, which is a Premier League record, right? No team in the top 6 ever lose 5 games straight, back to back to back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ain't talking about Ange Ball not working. You know what they say? He missing key players, right?
Talking about Ange Ball, we have to bring in
No,
Obo
okay,
while
but
you mention Ange Ball.
no problem.
Okay?
But what I'm saying is this, right?
Yeah.
Now, hear my argument for the problems that we having, right? I could see from watching years of football and not just watching Premier League and Manchester United, I'm watching all the different leagues and different teams and how they play, right? It have some players who just don't fit certain systems. They just can't work. They're not elite like that, right? So let me not imagine that all players could be coached to play any system. That is unimaginable to even think about, right? That is why they have elite, world-class, and top-class players. Because some players, they could coach in any system. Some players could adapt. Some players cannot. Some players are one-dimensional. One-dimensional don't mean you only have one foot. One-dimensional means you could only play one system, one way, right? We have a lot of one-dimensional players in Manchester United. Marcus Rashford, Luke Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, even Bruno, little one-dimensional. They have plenty of them. You want these one-dimensional players who lack football IQ to suddenly learn to play football with the IQ at the level of Bernardo Silva and these guys. Impossible. Well, the biggest problem is we need to get rid of these players. Even Jose Mourinho, that you all want to come back in the club, wanted certain players like Marcus Rashford out of this club.
Yeah,
But
bro,
up to
he told
now,
us a
that's
long
not wait.
time ago.
You keep saying he told us a long time ago, but the result was he was sacked before the players. The result was Ollie was
Because the
sacked.
club didn't know.
That's not wait.
Didn't learn.
That's not wait. That's not wait. Hold on.
Exactly. You're agreeing with me.
Hold on.
And
Stop.
you don't even know it.
Stop.
You
I
don't
don't
even
agree
know
with
it.
you, bro.
You
Because here why, right? The club
Yeah.
knew because Jose Mourinho told the club he won them out. The club never let them out, right?
Yeah.
So let me move on.
So
Our
who was
next
wrong
manager
and who
come
was
in.
right?
That's not wait. Our next manager come in, wanted them same players out. The club sacked that next manager.
Which manager?
Ollie
wanted
sack
Rashford out? Oh,
Ragnick.
no.
Well, all right, forget Ollie. Ragnick
No.
wanted
never wanted
Rashford out, right? Ragnick wanted Rashford and them gone, right? Ragnick was fired. Ragnick was fired. Ragnick wanted Rashford and a lot of players out of the club, right? And what happened? Ragnick was fired.
Who?
Ragnick. Ralph
So you said-
Ragnick.
So you said, I just want to hear you clearly. Don't
Bro,
blanket over
basically, no, I'm not blanketing anything, bro. At the end of the day,
you are.
they wanted
Only they
players out
wanted
the club.
Rashford out.
How you know that?
He
Why you
never
think they
said it,
signed?
bro.
Bro, the club signed Jadon Sancho, who's player of the left. I don't
Somebody
understand.
who calls
Yo,
Rashford
you guys should let Omo
Let-
speak.
let's
I love
hear-
my
let's
daddy.
hear
Daddy
Mr.
Rag.
Single
Daddy
Pivot.
Rag.
Double
Daddy
pivot.
Rag.
Omo.
Big up to you, Daddy Rag.
Mr. Double Pivot is available, Omo. What are you saying?
Listen, Jose Mourinho's available. I don't want him. I do
Okay.
not
Thank
want
you.
him.
Finally, some sense.
I do not want. Listen. Let me go find this quote. I just had it up and I lost it. God damn.
Don't worry, I have it.
Respect, man, respect.
Because clearly some people
Listen, he did say that. He did say respect. He listen. You could also rephrase his quote around him
I
too.
have another quote.
Do you know where are many of United players that left the club last season? See where they play. Where they play, how they play, if they play.
You see, I'm glad you brought that last one because
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna reference that. Also, you gotta ask them, watch where they coach, how they coach, if they coach, and how long they coach.
I'm gonna drop mic. Not talk again. Drop mic.
Don't talk again, Olmo. Don't talk again, Olmo, because now he now understand what we're trying to get to him here. He now understand as Olmo.
Jose's a good coach. I'm not
100%. 100%.
He needs to coach a country. Club is not for him.
What did I say?
He will excel. Listen, he'll probably be one of the best international coach if he's coaching for the international scene. Because the way he coaches like for competition. Premier League, you have to play week in, week out. You have the Premier League match, you have the FA Cup, you have the Carabao Cup, you have the UEFA Champions League.
Papi, Simbi yourself first. Simbi yourself. Give Omo the stage. Give Omo the stage. Give Omo the stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
For example, Roma, look at all the clubs we went to. After 2 years, look how downhill where that club went after 2 years. Because they know, like, yo, this man, he's a good coach. He will give you that instant success, and once that instant success is done, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's like LeBron James in the NBA. Watch every team he go to. Once he leave, the team went downhill. And this is what's going to happen with Jose Mourinho. He will come to the team, do good for 2 years, 2 to 3 years, and all of a sudden, once he leaves, because everything's going to go downhill eventually. Eventually, all things fall down. And when it does, it could be like, yo, get out of here. And when you try to rebuild all over, look how long it takes.
Let me jump on this comfort small take. You say I heard the same nonsense about Ancelotti before I went back to Real Madrid, right? But guess what? Ancelotti went back to a more stable Real Madrid that knew what they wanted. They already had their thing in place. Papi, ask yourself this question: do you believe that we are going to get structure? Because the reports having it now that the DOF is not coming in anymore, and as well as Paul Mitchell. So
no, not Paul Mitchell, Dan Ashworth and
Ashworth.
and
No.
Blanc.
So do you believe that these guys would get Mourinho in and still do? And I hear you, Papi. I hear what you're saying, right? But that's like we are trying to learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
But the truth is, when has Mourinho ever done a rebuild? When has Mourinho ever
Never.
lasted more than
Once.
3 years in the club?
Not
More than
one
3 years
rebuild
in
he
the
has
club.
ever done in his life.
These are questions. These are questions you need to ask. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. That point about the longevity of the project, yes, I hear it. But I also just want to say, bro, we have this coach is no regular coach. Somebody needs to stop Pep. Do you think right now, eriktenhag is capable of stopping Pep Guardiola?
Bro, he beat Pep once. He beat Pep once last season. Pep beat him once last season. You don't think he can beat Pep once a season? Bro, all it is be talking some kind of thing sometimes. I try to figure out where the sample size comes.
Papi, it's not only about Pep. There's Pep, there's Klopp.
We beat Klopp once last season too.
There's Newcastle.
We beat Arsenal last season.
There's
Brighton.
What the team? There are those mid-table teams that get points from us. They add up. People are getting stronger, and we still haven't gotten stronger yet.
Yeah, because we
100%. We haven't gotten straight. We haven't gotten stronger yet.
Now there's Tottenham. Like, people are they're not waiting for you. They're not waiting
all
for
those
you.
clubs being allowed to finish the rebuild.
Mourinho will give you like 2 years of success, 1 or 2 years of success, guarantee, because that's something he's good
Papi,
at.
I want to ask you this question.
They want to see because they
I want to
not
ask
get
Papi
good.
this question. I want to ask Papi this
Go
question.
ahead, Drex.
Now, let's say we get Mourinho in, right? And we
Yeah.
do some shuffling in the squad, right? Do you see us doing anything tangible in terms of the league? On
Well,
ask
I
yourself.
see us being at least in top 4. At
But
least
we've been in top 4 in the last what? We get top 4.
Who go and play left wing when we go
know-
to go into top 4? No, Mourinho.
Mark, wait,
Rashford?
Mark. Well, let me just ask him. We top 4 is not a problem for us, right? If you want consistent top 4, yes. If you want consistent top 4 year in year out, right? It won't be a problem. But is it top 4 we want?
minimum is the bare minimum. That
Bro,
we
it
do.
gotta be the
but
bare
we do-
minimum in
but
a
we-
rebuild, bro. Make it make sense now, fellas. We arguing here
There's
about
West
a
Ham there,
mute point,
there's
bro.
Chelsea
An
there.
unimaginable,
I'm not
irrational
saying
situation, bro.
people
Fuller
should
there.
understand this. We are not talking about eriktenhag now. We're saying Mourinho should come in and give us 2 years and disappear again. Is that what you're saying?
Look. We've conceded.
Papi, there's 9 teams better than us in this table.
9 teams better than us in this table. Do you think Mourinho will come with his pragmatic football and just do it?
Well, we're already playing pragmatic football.
Bro,
Anyway.
listen.
So if you
we-
want to
we
get rid
running
of
around in
eriktenhag, right?
circles
If
here,
you want to
bro.
get rid of eriktenhag, go look for somebody else, not Mourinho, please. Like what Omar said is what I said when I came on stream. Mourinho will be good at national team because cup competition, Mourinho is cream de la cream. It would get you there.
Well, we
Mourinho-
enter 3 cups every season, right?
Bro.
We enter 3 cup competitions usually. So that means 3 trophies.
Not
But when
under
he was-
Mourinho.
but
Has
when
he
he was
done
here-
it when he
wait,
was here? Has
when he was
done
here,
it?
did we get 3 trophies other than the
We
one
got
Europe?
we got
the
FA,
Europa
One
we
Europa,
got,
one
Carabao,
FA.
Europa.
Okay,
One
but
FA, one Europa, one Carabao. Not
but
all in the
Ten-
same season.
But Ten Hag has gotten
Not in
us
the same season.
Carabao. Okay, Ten Hag has gotten us Carabao.
Just
And
Carabao.
third.
Wait
season.
now, and third first season. So Mourinho was saying
Mourinho also got a second.
okay, but he was saying that the second is one of his best time at United, even with the squad he had that time, right? But now
Yes.
Ten Hag got us third, even with a more crappy to me because Ralf Rangnick play you. Sometimes people tend to forget the season where Ole was sacked and Ralf Rangnick came in as interim, where players were just walking on the pitch as though they were not being paid. And Ten Hag
Bro.
managed to galvanize them, even with people would say, okay, he got players that he wanted, but we stumbled on Martinez. Casemiro was the club signing because they were just fluffing their lines. What's his name? The boy that we bought for 80 million, we should have gotten for like what 45 million and still have money to do a Gakpo deal or something, right? But he got us taught with the likes of Rashford, who because he wanted a new contract, had to play through it, play for it. Shaw did the same thing, right? Now he got us third and he got us a Carabao Cup final. I'm saying if you I'm not saying keep him, although if you want to sack Ten Hag, man, look for somebody else, man. Look for somebody
Like
else.
who is
Wait.
available? The whole
But-
point of this show is like there is
Bro,
somebody
Okay, Mark.
that's
let me just say something now.
Mark, let me finalize.
Let us finish.
I'll give you the ball now. Mark and Papi. So are you saying now? Okay, look at how we progressed. So from Mourinho, we went to Ole Ball. From Ole Ball, we tried to we went to Ten Hag, trying to do some sort of transitional play. Now
which I was with, which I loved, which I
good.
was excited about.
Now
But
we're
I'm
gonna
not safe.
now we're gonna cut that off and bring Mourinho and go back in time to play pragmatic football. Which squad? Which squad are we gonna use to do that? That's my
Bro.
question.
I just want to ask one question, right? What manager you could name for me right now? Go and come in, rebuild, and get top 4 in the same rebuild with this squad of players who majorly from 21-20. Jose Mourinho never do a rebuild in his career, bro. What are you talking about?
I know,
It's like
Papi.
you
Papi,
So he
imagining
doesn't have a
something.
chance to work on a rebuild. What is that point?
Bro,
What is that
he's
point?
done it, but he's only hire older players because he don't never want to work with youth. It's his policy.
Because
Papi,
he
answer this
knows
question. Mourinho at Chelsea and Mourinho at United, which was better?
Mourinho at Chelsea for sure.
But did it last more than 3 years? Why didn't it last more than 3 years? Okay.
Of course it didn't.
Then he came back and I'm telling you, the second spell of Mourinho at Chelsea was even better than Mourinho's spell at United. But it still didn't last 3 years. So what are we talking about? So do you want Mourinho to come in and last 2 years and just steady the ship for a while and disappear, and we're back to square zero? Not just one, we're back on the floor.
All
Is
I'm
that
What
saying
people
is
need to do is
Jose
have
Mourinho
patience,
deserves a
bro.
chance.
no, no,
Have
100%.
patience.
But it doesn't.
This is a
The
madness,
chance that
bro.
you're talking about is just the same thing we did with Ten Hag, where he got us something to share about last season when we got to the Carabao Cup final and got third, and we're all happy. And the next season, everything went crashing down. It's the same thing. It's the same feeling we're
Bro,
gonna
the
get.
next season, the season
It's the
ain't
same
even finished
feeling we're
yet,
gonna
bro.
get because
The
our
season
players
not
know how to
finished.
do. Our players know how to play into a new manager's book. Then the next season, start looking for excuse not to play for the manager. Our players, they know how to do them. If you're going to be getting a clean slate, right, in my opinion, then maybe bring Mourinho and tell him, okay, you only have 2 years to do this.
What
If
sense
you,
is that gonna make?
it doesn't even
We
make
need to get
sense.
rid of the players. We need to get rid of the squad. People keep circling around the issue because they have some kind of nonsensical ideology that getting top 4 is important in a rebuild. It's not. You
Papi, you know my
cannot
stand.
expect to win
You know my
and
stand on
rebuild
Erik
at the
Ten Hag.
same time, bro. It's not even logical.
You
You're
know my
breaking
stand
a
on Erik
squad
Ten
that
Hag,
is
Papi.
rubbish. You're
You know my
breaking a
stand on
squad
Erik.
that is a rubbish. And then they want to talk about they stood break the rubbish squad, but still win because bare minimum is top 4. Where's the sense in that, guys? Let me
Papi,
be real and honest.
Papi, you know my stand on Erik Ten Hag, right?
I know, I know,
But
I
the
know.
truth is, Mourinho is not the guy. Papi, I need you to.
Forget Erik Ten Hag. Forget the
Yes, that's what I'm
coaches.
saying.
The coach
Forget Erik
don't
Ten
matter.
Hag. Yeah,
I
forget
was
Erik
never
Ten Hag.
mentioned. I was not focusing on Erik Ten Hag, but what I'm
But
trying to establish is
Papi, come on, man.
what is
Come
the
on.
point? What is the achievement? What we trying to do? Because I do believe there's a coach that exists in this world could come to this squad, get this squad in a rebuild with the players that we have, get top 4 and
Yale,
rebuild at the same time while changing system. It's not
Yale,
happening.
Mamin,
All you
that's
do
not
is act as a
happening.
manager. There is a manager.
There is a manager, but
Hansi
you
Flick
said
will do
We're
it.
not gonna rebuild, bro. We gonna have to rebuild, gonna be after this season, so we're gonna restart again. Like this is the
no,
whole
but
problem, right?
Mark, to answer your
It have
question,
no patience.
Mark,
The
to answer your
argument is
question,
always
we just gave you a manager that can do it, but not Mourinho. And
Hansi Flick not gonna do what
Yale,
you all
Mami,
want.
forget about Leverkusen manager. Just forget about it. It's Liverpool tie. It's done. It's Liverpool ties wouldn't get him to United. What's his name? Xabi Alonso. What has Xabi Alonso? What has he done? It's Bayern Leverkusen.
Bro,
So he comes to
forget
United
that
and
because
he
Xabi
will get us
Alonso will be the
running.
next Ten Hag, bro. You just gonna
Let's
go
hear
through
a
this
different
every
voice.
18
Let's
months.
hear a different voice. I heard what you said, Mark. I heard you, Drex. Let's hear Ronald. Ronald, bro. Welcome.
Yeah, what's up, bots?
Where are you on this one? Jose Mourinho is available. Mendem are saying he's not the one to rebuild with. What are you saying?
Wait, who are saying what? In a nutshell, who's saying what?
I am
Almost
saying
has been crying that we should leave the single pivot alone. There's a guy who's mastered the double pivot called Jose Mourinho. He's available. Omo does not want Mourinho. Drex does not want.
Bots, respectfully, Omo and I, we don't talk. So let's keep those thoughts away. I won't comment on his. He cannot
I don't
comment on
want
mine.
I
It's
don't want
completely fine.
Mourinho neither. I don't think he's the guy. I think
Ronald, before you become a politician, right? Just answer the question. Tell us what you think
No,
about
I'm
Mourinho
bro.
coming in.
I'm just
Forget about what
asking.
we
What
forget
are
about
you
what
all
we said.
saying?
No, forget about what we all said. The question is, what do you think about Mourinho? Then you get our view later. Just answer the question.
Yeah,
Let's get your fresh view.
I'll be honest.
So you don't be biased about it. Just answer. Let's get the fresh view.
Bias. No, I don't think anyone can, influence me like that on this panel. But then again, Jose Mourinho, it's a good shout. Can't lie. Good manager, has proven well for the club in the past. Plus, there's a different structure, and what Jose Mourinho was crying for is available at the club now. A proper CDM, and the one he's kind of worked with.
On what premise?
On what premise of what? What premise of what?
He has what he's been crying out for. On what ground?
That's what
CDM.
CDM.
Casemiro. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
These guys. So
Ronald, go ahead. Ronald, I'm not going to interrupt again. Go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
No problem, bro. Interrupt me all you want. It's okay. I have patience. But yeah, if it is down to choosing the next man, I'll be honest, I would put my money on Jose Mourinho because at least I know what I'm gonna get with Jose Mourinho. I have an understanding of what to expect. I'm not going in with the blind. Hansi Flick, has he really worked as a manager under such circumstances? I don't think so. Can I expect that out of Jose Mourinho? Absolutely can, because this is the same guy you're talking about who was able to bring in Pogba and Zlatan in one window. So when you walk in with that guy's name, he can bring in players. He can just call them up and tell them you have to come into the team, and they do walk in. They don't ask too many questions. Would there be outings? Yes, there would be. Would he disrupt the team? Yes. Would there be more kind of discipline in the team? Possibly, because Jose Mourinho loves discipline. I think that's what this team really needs. Uh, would we see people like Luke Shaw, uh, Rashford, maybe Bruno going out? Possibly, but that's what the anonymous or the whole team and everyone kind of screams that, oh, these are the players holding the team back. So if that's the case, I mean, there's a lot of positives. Would it really work? No one can tell me what would really work. No one on the panel can tell me what would really 100% work. So you just know what to expect. With Jose Mourinho, basically, like 30% of the story, what it would be like.
Yeah. And you know that like he would not bend over referees and VAR. He would meet referees in the parking lot, bro. He would.
So Papi, is that
imagination? Is this,
Papi,
bro?
is that why you're still holding on to that? Is that one of the reasons why you think Mourinho would be a good fit?
No, what I admire about Mourinho is the fact that he does not hold back his tongue. He's anti-establishment, bro. That for me is a trait I respect. It's
have
not somebody who.
Have you seen what was done to anybody that was anti-establishment in this club? Have you seen it?
The man not seeing this logic, bro.
About? What do you mean?
Anybody that's been anti-establishment, which is the likes of Mourinho, the likes of Ralf Rangnick, right? They've seen the door quicker. Even Louis van Gaal saw the door quicker than somebody that they've given time to actually perform. So are you saying you want us to go? What has the anti-establishment done?
But then I was told the 25% is going to look at the footballing side and not the Glazers.
You believe that rubbish?
On what evidence have you been?
I'm just putting this up in front of you. What exactly the news told me. I'm not making this up. I'm not a journalist by profession.
News also say that
I'm not saying you are, bro.
Cancel the option of CEO.
I'm just saying, do you actually believe in all of this? It's an honest question. I'm not trying to.
I don't believe in all of this, but I'm just saying that there is a conversation to be had. You can have a conversation around it.
Okay. No. Of course, 100%. We could have a conversation around. That's
because
what we're doing, right?
I'll be honest with you. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. I apologize.
This is Admiral
Drex. Oh, perfect. So Drex, I'll be honest with you. Getting Hansi Flick in right now, or maybe end of season, whenever
No, I'm not an Hansi Flick fan, so don't worry about Hansi Flick.
I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking in general.
Okay,
right?
Okay.
I was reading the comments. Most people were saying Hansi Flick. So even if we get that guy in, or anyone else, I don't know who your man is, but whoever it is, 18 months, 2 years later, we'll have the same conversation. I'm not saying that's not going to happen with Jose Mourinho, but with Jose Mourinho, at least I know what it can be, because even at that time, if Pogba and the relation was still strong enough, things could have been different.
Yeah.
Things could have been different, but they weren't, because the team was disrupted, right? So I like the way
But it was not Jose Mourinho's fault, is it?
I know it was the club that didn't actually back the manager. I understand that, right? So I'm saying now that why don't we look at it from this point of view? I like what you guys are saying, yourself and Papi. I like what you guys are saying. You're actually giving a fresh eyes to something different, right? But we look at it from this point of view. I'm not saying if Ten Hag if you're going to be giving, according to what Papi is saying, that we are learning from our mistakes, right? If we're going to be learning from our mistakes and backing the manager, why don't you just see it through with Ten Hag, get a proper structure in place before you bring the likes of whatever manager you want to bring in?
Because Drex, we played against Spurs and had 37% possession of the ball, bro, and then my manager still feels like he had control of the game. Like, if that's the way he defines control, I like Mourinho's definition of control more than
that don't make any sense to me, bro.
Because we played Aston Villa. We played Aston Villa and come back from 2 goals down and won the game, right? Was there control in that game? We played Burnley and managed to get a win. Was there control in that game? So all I'm trying to say is, I'm not trying to say keep Ten Hag. I'm saying if you're going to be setting a new structure and trying to tell, I see where you're coming, and trying to tell these players like, yo, listen, we're going to be putting the managers first before you. Why don't you do it with Ten Hag? First, let most of these players leave. Then you can actually say, okay, we've gotten rid of the players that we know that have been not needed by the system, right? Then get fresh players to come, because whether we like it or not, right?
Drax, Drax, what you're saying, I understand where you're coming from in regards to it, but then again, you're kind of 2 years late, because I think they have actually set the precedence with Ronaldo going out the way he went out, with Sancho going out the way he's gone out. So they've already shown in the staff room that, okay, we back this guy.
Yeah.
Rashford was also benched on disciplinary reasons. He was also benched, even if it was for 45 minutes. But in a season where Rashford was actually guns blazing, scoring goals for you left, right, and center, you did bench him for 45 minutes in an important game in the season. So I think they are showing the signs of backing the manager. Yet it is the fans who are questioning the decision of keeping him or not. Like Bots just said, he was not feeling it. He could not understand, what the comments were. And no one's saying sack the manager right now. I don't think anyone on the panel, bar some, would say that sack the manager tomorrow. It would be end of season. Like, everyone wants to give him the end of season. And from January till the end of season, there would be a structure in place. Absolutely. But then, Drax, I'll be honest, you can't help a man who doesn't want to help himself.
I can ask a question, Ronald. You say they show signs they back the manager. The players the manager wanted out of the club. Did they leave?
Bro, like I said, they did make mistakes.
Simple. Yes or no? Simple. Yes or no?
It's not a yes or no question.
It's not. Question is, so the players didn't leave.
It's not. Or did they leave? I can answer the question if you let me, but it's not a simple yes or no question.
Why is not simple?
Because they're looking. Because they want to make money as well. You're telling me going ahead and accepting 35 million for an 80 million player was okay when we needed money.
Harry Maguire is not worth 80 million, bro. What reality?
But that's what we paid for him.
I don't care what we pay for him. He's not worth that 4 years.
But then that's also a part of the club, Mark. You can't disagree. That's not a part of the club. A football club is just not football.
He's not worth 80 million, bro. So what you're saying is a imagination.
Mark, football is just not on the pitch. You'll have to look at the commercial side. You have to look at the financial side.
You're not listening
balance sheets need to balance as well.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. 4 years later, his market value is not 80 million, bro.
I agree. I'm not even saying.
Wait. That's what you just said. Because you just said the balance sheets are the balance. Currently on the balance sheet, he's worth 40 million to the club.
Mark, you don't balance this year's balance sheet to Mark, can you let me complete though?
You giving us skewed
you're thinking I am telling you to balance this. Jesus, this guy won't let you know what? Complete your sentence, bro. It's okay. Get it off your chest.
Bro, you just said the wrong thing. I just said to you, according to the current transfer market value, he's worth 40 million to the club. We get an offer for 35 million, sell him. You making it seem like if he's worth 86 million today, this is his value in the summer gone.
That is your understanding of my sentence. I'm sorry if you did not understand it, because what I said was the balance sheet need to balance. You're thinking I am saying balance today's or this year's balance sheet with 4 years ago. I'm not saying that. I never said that.
Going on, right,
I never said his value is 80 million right now. I was happy to take a bag of chips. Bro, are you mad? 35 million. I was happy to take a bag of chips, plain salted, sour cream. I'm happy with it.
Is that the club supposed to take a loss to get rid of players the managers do? I
am not denying it. But then the club wanted. Mark, can you? Bro, I don't want to. I want this to be monetized, and I want to not demonetize this. But Mark, you need to take a breath, bro. Come on.
Mark. Let me just chip this one right before Ryan. What's his name? Ronald, right before Ronald's continue. Ronald,
Ragnick, man, just called me Ragnick. Wow.
Oh, you call you Ragnick as well? Okay.
You just called me Ragnick, Drax.
Did I?
Ronald.
I said Ronald, right? Oh, I said Ragnick. Okay, sorry, my bad. I apologize. Right? It's okay. When you finish talking, right? Talk about what happens after 2 years with Mourinho. I just want to get your take on what happens after 2 years with Mourinho.
It's scary. Can't lie, it's scary, bro.
So
It's
okay,
very scary. It's
so that,
a
this is what
very
this is what
dark place.
this is what I've been trying to explain to Papi. But Papi
Because
seems to
no. Papi, I know. Papi is Jose in, right? He's 100% Jose in.
I'm
I am like,
Jose in.
I
Yeah.
see, I see what the plan is with Jose Mourinho. Am I 100% convinced? Not sure. Just the same way I sit on the fence with eriktenhag. I'm not convinced that he needs to go out. I'm not convinced Jose needs to come in either. But there is a conversation that I can actually see how we can really improve. But the way the fans are, impatient ones, they want to see improvement right away. And this
I
would bring an
think
improvement.
yeah,
But 2 years,
you're right. Yeah, I think you're right with that point about fans being impatient, because if you get Mourinho in, they might see a result and everybody's like, oh yes, we got the man in, right? But my problem is always the year after. It has always been the year after. That's my problem. So, but if you're saying let's take him for a short term to give the fans some sort of euphoric feeling, right? I'm with you on that. But I have to look beyond
I'm not.
past. Wait, listen, Mark. I have to look past that because I have seen these patterns before. You and I have seen these patterns before, right? What happens after the euphoric feeling, and we are back to this downcasted and all of that. That's my own pain. That's my own
Drax,
concern.
Drax, let me ask you this, okay? And it's for Mark and Bots you as well, right? So let me ask you guys this: uh, can we have both of them?
Can we have eriktenhag and who?
And Jose.
And Jose.
And
So basically,
so
Jose is
on what
doing
capacity? On
Jose.
what capacity? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming on to that, right? So
Yeah.
Jose is managing the the side of player management, at the same time transfers. He has the veto now, and Erik Ten Hag is doing somewhat what people tell me, or what we don't really see, formations and the plan A, plan B, plan C. Like he's doing the footballing side, and that guy's doing that side. We need two managers to fix this
Okay,
if it needs to be fixed at the same
Ronald,
time.
you got a point there. If it's on that premise, right? If it's on that ground, I think you got a point there. Mourinho comes in, does the Ragnick kind of role, right? In terms of gets not the director of football, more like the Fletcher role. You're saying more like the technical director kind of thing, Fletcher's role, right?
Yeah.
That can work, but Mourinho on the touchline, Mourinho in the coach's box, man, it's gonna be tough. But what you just said now, actually, there's some light to it in terms of Mourinho taking over Fletcher's role, in terms of technical directors, experienced head in the
Nah.
technical.
He wouldn't accept that. He wouldn't.
But he
Just
wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. But if it's something
yeah.
that he would accept, that's a very good position for him to hold. Because guess what? There's discipline in terms of the technical directors. That the players know that Mourinho wouldn't take crap. Then there's an Erik Ten Hag that was going to be like, okay, I don't take. So in terms of discipline, the two of them would align. But but let's hypothetically say he takes it that position. That's something that could work. That's something that can work,
No,
right?
it can't,
But
bro.
but get
That will
no.
never work.
You can't
That
say
will never work.
it can never. Nothing is absolute. Nothing is absolute.
That
No,
is madness.
nothing is absolute.
Okay.
You cannot say it can
Nothing is
never work.
absolute, right? But okay, I will say this, right? If nothing is absolute, well, tell me in the next 50 years when it have a legend, a English, American
But
legend in a Premier League footballer, right? Next 50 years when it have an American legend in,
Let's get
bro,
almost
I
take
will not
on
be
that
alive
on
after
that.
50 years.
Let's get almost take on that Mourinho
I
technical
wouldn't be even
director.
alive. I wouldn't be even
Mourinho
alive
bro,
after
technical
50 years.
Mourinho
director.
as
But
technical
but
director,
before
what we
but before
imagining
we
here,
go
bro?
there, Drax, before we go there, Mark, be honest, right? Hand on your heart. Erik Ten Hag is the most backed manager amongst all the managers that we've had after Sir Alex Ferguson. You can't tell me
Not
that's
since
not true. I am
Mourinho.
sorry.
Not since Mourinho. But
Who was
not Oli,
who was
not more
back?
back
Wait,
than Oli. Nobody was back more than Oli since Alex Ferguson. For one, I will say that one time. Oli spent the most money, bro. Not only that, he bought the worst players, right?
huh?
Listen, you all could talk about backing in the partial way that you all want to talk about it, but in reality, all
I am being
managers who are
partial.
let me finish now, bro. Right? All the managers who are backed by clubs, you see players exit, right? You see players exit as much as you see players come in. As a matter of fact, you see more exits because you see the fellas they don't want leave. We don't see that at United. We haven't seen that at United, not even when Mourinho
Yeah,
was here.
let
But
me
you
actually
suddenly
tell you
think
one thing.
Mourinho
Let me
gonna
tell
get
no,
that
no,
goal,
Mark. Let me
achieve
tell
that
you
goal?
one thing.
Yo,
There
you
is
guys
there
are,
is
we are
one
holding on to
player.
the ball for
Wait,
too
wait,
long.
wait, wait, wait. Drax, 1 second. Mark, there is one player who left under eriktenhag who hasn't left under any manager when he came in under Sir Alex Ferguson. His name is Phil Jones. Okay, remember that. He left.
Wait, Papi, why are you saying, oh my God? So you wanted
Bro,
Phil Jones to remain?
that was bound to happen, bro. He was not
Because
even on the
Ronald
field,
reminded me
bro.
of Phil Jones.
He was not
Okay.
even on the field for 3 years, bro. Why are we even talking
And
about
still he
Phil
was
Jones?
signed. But
Please,
yeah,
I
Who
beg.
I'll
cares?
let others people talk.
My guy, please, I beg. Chip in this one. Do you think Mourinho and Ten Hag can work in that capacity of one being technical director?
First of all,
Why
he's not a
why would
technical
be the
director. He's a
crackers and have
coach.
2 managers and one be technical director? No, you can't work. Mourinho gotta go. Mourinho
Yeah,
better not come, and ET gotta go. It's just as simple as that. Like they're both useless. One can't
Mourinho,
be a manager, one will give it instant success, and once he leaves after two years, the club goes to shit again. Then you have
that's
to
my
rebuild again.
problem.
Just
That's my
get
thing.
Hansi Flick
and
and let
that,
Then
things
why are you
work.
suggesting it if that's your problem? You're not making sense,
No,
bro.
you don't understand
You
what I'm saying.
making a suggestion that is your problem.
No,
It's
I am
like your
asking.
one
No.
problem.
Let me tell you what I said. What I'm saying. When he said after 2 years, right? It's gonna go back to square zero. That's what I have a
Let's
problem
All
with.
rebuild
right,
again in
so
2
then
years.
there's no way to solve that because he's done it before. We've
And
seen
you
him
guys,
do it
do,
and
you guys
fail,
know
do it
something? You
and
guys know
fail.
something?
He's done it at every single club.
We
2
actually
years and failed. 2
wait.
years and failed.
Do you know something? We're actually discussing something based on Papi's nightmare.
it's a dream. It's a dream.
No, it's no dream, bro. It's no dream. This one, they don't call this dream, bro. Man, this one is the one you wake up and you have to kneel on your bed and pray for 30 minutes and tell God to take this dream away, man. Because
So okay, let
what's
me ask
funny?
this. So since everyone's kind of against Jose Mourinho coming back in,
Yeah.
is there any guarantee that with Hansi Flick, Tuchel, or anyone, Simeone even, things would be
Alonso.
different in 2 years?
bro,
Simeone, the
when you
man
call
said.
coach, please don't in this slide don't put add Simeone to it. It might as well get me Mourinho.
No,
Man never win a
I'm
trophy
just
in
talking,
7
bro.
years.
I just gave you names for names,
Okay,
right? I
okay.
just gave you
See,
like 3-4
Okay,
names.
yeah, my
But would the
question to the
story
panel, right?
would
let
the
me answer.
story be
My
Let
question
me
different?
to the
answer that
panel, right?
question. Let me answer that question.
Mark,
Right.
can you let my question be answered though?
Let me
I'm
answer
still
that
answering the
question.
question.
Let me
And then
answer
we're
that
gonna
question.
hear a neutral voice to give some balance to this conversation.
Let me answer that
Yeah,
question. Right.
answer it.
I'd not change anybody at the moment until I see it. See, we are just speculating on the 25%.
Drax,
Until
we're talking
wait
about end
now.
of season, not right now.
Okay,
End
not
of
right now.
season. Yeah.
Until I see what the 25% will do end of season. I'm not even talking about right now. Until I see what the 25% are doing end of the season. Because for all I care, they could just be talking and just trying to get fans to be on their side until we actually see actions from them.
So let me understand this, Drax. You're saying you want to see 25% doing what they want to do. So basically you want to give them a window, right? Like a summer window to kind of see what exactly they're doing, to
What? Yeah,
assess what they're doing, right?
yes.
And then we're giving Erik Ten Hag one more year, correct?
1 more year.
Yes. If that's
He's
what it
only
is,
had
Okay.
1
yes.
season. So I don't
Yes.
understand. One
So
and a
if
half
there's no,
seasons.
but if the 25% are
No.
not going to be doing anything, Erik Ten Hag might as well just leave.
Exactly.
Okay. Big shout out to everybody that's joining in right now. Good morning to you, Luan. Goody morning. Yes, Mourinho has been sacked by Roma, and we're discussing the prospect of him potentially, what it would mean if he was Manchester United manager. We're divided about it. The house is divided about it. Let's hear somebody who's not a Manchester United fan. Let's hear his take before we wrap up this nightmare/dream.
Is Steve
All
here?
right. Poch
What's
FC.
good? What's good, boys?
What's
Chale,
good, bro? Jose
Chale,
Mourinho
Chale,
is what's
There you go,
good.
bro.
Chale,
Hey,
Chale.
Respect,
Drex.
respect, man, respect.
Chale, it be things here since morning, no.
I see. I woke up and I saw that the special one is has been kicked out of Rome.
He's the sacked one.
Chale,
Luan,
Chale, your friend be waking up telling us he need him.
I know this guy. Okay,
Bots, do you know how fitting this is? The same meme that this guy just played, Poch FC, right?
Yes.
It's like 3, respect. He's been sacked 3 times as well now.
Yes. And he might actually
Happy
even
going
end up
back
at
still,
Chelsea.
though. Happy going
Let's
back.
hear Poch FC. Let's hear where you are on this one before we close it up.
man, respect the special one. Respect.
Come on.
Well, I mean, with Mourinho now, like,
Is he washed?
no, I wouldn't. I would never say Mourinho is washed, man. This is the only coach who wins everywhere he goes in the world. Everywhere he goes, except Tottenham.
And Roma.
He won at Roma.
He won at Roma.
He won the conference. He won the
He won
conference
the
league at Roma.
he won the Conference League at Roma and made it to the Europa League finals.
And
And
Anthony
was robbed.
Taylor robbed him. That was
What
a
a trophy.
penalty. Anthony Taylor decided not to call a penalty, and then then he lost that final, the Europa League final. But what are you saying?
Poch
FC.
FC, before you continue, please have at the back of your mind, would you take him in place of Poch at the moment? So when you're making that assumption or you're making your comment, put that at the back of your mind too. Right?
So this is the point I'm trying to make, right?
Yeah.
I would personally not take him at Chelsea right now, and there are two different reasons. It's not the same reason why it's not the same reason why you shouldn't. It's not why you shouldn't take him. So let me explain why. We are on a very different path from Man U. We're on a different path right now. So Man U fans need to decide what you want right now. Do you want some relief? Or do you want to sit through the pain until success comes? Because that's what Mourinho That's what Mourinho is going to give you. He will give you relief. He will give you relief. You know, he'll put some ice on the thing. He'll put some ice on the pain. It will feel better. But he's not the person you build with. But the question is, like, what phase of the building process are you in right now? And do you have the coach to build with? And if you don't have the coach to build with, is the coach to build with already out there? And if the coach to build with is not available, then do you take the pain relief? That's the question.
Poch FC, give me some painkillers because the pain has been too strong. It's been too strong. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the conversation about Jose Mourinho. We're going to transition into the next
because,
segment.
bro, like,
you finished the conversation. You done it. You summarized it right there. That's and
no, because I was going to make one last point. One last point, right? Point. And the point is that, like, everybody's saying, Mourinho goes anywhere and, like, after 3 years he fails. But, like, think about it. How many coaches actually go to teams and stay long? The whole Alex Ferguson.
Coaches. You want me to name them?
It's rare.
Top clubs in the leagues.
It's rare, right? It's rare. So Ferguson stayed at United for a long time. Right, Wenger stayed at Arsenal for a long time, but like really, and now Klopp and Pep are the only two managers who are also mirroring that.
Add Arteta to the list.
Arteta has stayed at Arsenal.
You could add the Brentford coach to that list.
Poch FC, you ended the note. I was gonna give you a plate of banco. Charlie, me won't give you plate of banco before.
Yeah, bro.
But the point I'm trying to make is this whole notion of coaches being successful over a long period.
I get you.
But let me finish my point. So you brought Arteta and the Brentford coach have stayed at a team for a long time, but they haven't been successful stints. Like, no coach stays at a team for a long time and is successful for that long time. Even Klopp has been at Liverpool for how many years? He's only won the Premier League once and he's won the Champions League once.
But
right? This notion that longevity is needed to be successful is a myth. If Mourinho comes in and he gives you 2 years of success, he's setting you up for the next manager if you are able to use that well. So it's really up to the team to put structures in place to say, all right, because think about it. When Mourinho left Real Madrid.
Bros, you're contradicting yourself now.
No. I'm saying if you want the painkiller, you take Mourinho. He will give you pain relief for 2 years. If you want, right? He will give you pain relief for 2 years.
Yeah.
But you need to know that after the 2 years, you have to have a succession plan.
Now, my question to you, boss. Bro,
Jax,
Yeah.
let me just move on now, bro.
No, we move on with this. My question to him is, with what you've seen at United as an outsider, right? Now we take the pen relief. Do you think this team, this club, has the what should we call it? The sustainability, like in terms of medicine, there's this way where you have your pain pump where you just keep pushing your morphine yourself. Do you think this club has it after Mourinho's gone? With the loading dose, with Mourinho gives us the loading dose, painkillers, loading dose, then we need to have a maintenance dose. Do you think my club has the maintenance dose?
Well, you brought in a new investor into the hospital,
Yes.
right? So they're going to be pumping new drugs into the pharmacy, and hopefully, you know. So Mourinho is just the new doctor who's coming. He's like, there's a pandemic right now.
Yeah.
You know, let's come and clear some people off these hospital beds so that we can free up the space. Once he's done, you just,
bots. Realistically, one second. I just want to ask one question, right? No,
Yes.
wait.
Okay.
Bots, I understand, and I'm asking you this question, right?
Yes.
Not
yes.
anyone else, because you're like Jose Mourinho, and I'm like,
Jose
there's a
Mourinho.
conversation, because I like to have conversations, debates.
Yes.
But you're like Jose Mourinho in. So
Yes.
I'm gonna name a few teams. Tell me which of them would take Jose Mourinho, okay?
I'll name them for you. Newcastle, yes. PSG,
No.
yes.
Wait.
Barcelona,
I'm giving you the names.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm giving you the names.
Give me the names. Give me the names.
So let's start with PSG.
Yeah.
Would they take Jose Mourinho?
As soon as Luis Enrique is sacked,
Mourinho with this PSG team,
he would cook. He would cook.
No one else. Okay. So you're saying
if you want to see prime Mourinho, give him this team.
Wait, please. So you're saying PSG, yes. Bayern Munich.
Potentially, yes. Yes. If Tuchel does not,
I don't know why they're looking at Xabi Alonso, but okay, I hear you.
Xabi Alonso is their legend. He played for
Barcelona.
Barcelona, I mean, that's where he started learning his ropes. Hell yeah.
Got it. Perfect. But why exactly, when Jose Mourinho left Tottenham, why were these clubs not looking at him at that time when they actually needed a manager?
We don't have
because
evidence.
Tuchel went there.
We don't. You don't have evidence. I don't have evidence that they never had a conversation.
When he joined Roma,
Yeah.
all these clubs were actively looking for a manager, and it's factual. You know it, and I know it.
Yeah.
All these clubs wanted a manager, and they did not have, and they still did not approach him. Because, like it or not, he might have won things in the past, but the way and his style of play used to suit a certain type of football that is not there anymore.
Ronald, you and I are speculating because we don't have the information that they never had contact. They never had.
Yeah.
You know what I
Because
mean?
Ronald, if I can just like add something else to what Papi is saying. When we started doing our search, right, for a manager, all these big names were being thrown out. It was Luis Enrique and Nagelsmann and all these people.
And you went for shit.
And when we first hired Poch, his first interview, he said when he first met the Chelsea owners in the Zoom meeting, he asked them one question: do I need to convince you or do you need to convince me? We don't know whether Mourinho was offered things that he didn't take, because coaches also turn down jobs all the time.
Fair enough. But you at least
when
hear
they hear
about
the
it.
project and it's not like something that will fit what they want, they don't do it.
No, absolutely. Even like for example at United, when we had those interviews for the first time, I heard interviews and a manager. But yeah, we did that, right? We start things. So we had manager interviews, and we at least know who all showed up.
Yeah,
we know who all were interviewed. So always the news comes out some way or the other that this club was approached, and it either gets distinguished as not correct or correct information. But for him, no information came out. He straight away went to Roma, and that's what I'm saying. That yes, not Poch, but Jose Mourinho is a good coach, no problems. He has heritage, he has credit in the bank, but his style of play doesn't suit the way the leagues are working right now. Because Roma
But
is the kind
what
of
is the
team.
style of play?
Mourinho.
What is the style of play? What is Mourinho's
His style of play is park up the bus. Park the bus.
That's an
Guys.
oversimplification of his style of play because this guy, his teams have been different. Just look at his
Mourinho's team. Yeah, bro.
Milan team, Inter Milan team was different. His Real Madrid team.
Again,
like,
bots. You're talking about teams. You're talking about teams that are 20 years ago.
And for me, I just want to say it's unfair to him to just explain.
Okay, so please tell me, bots, the common factor, his style of play for the last 3 teams has commonly been park the bus. Last 3 teams, United, Tottenham, and Roma. You're telling me his prime. I am sorry, but he's past his prime.
Fair enough. That I like that. That's your opinion. And I want to say Mourinho has been looking at what's been going on, and I believe that he has some technical nuance that could actually be important and do well in the Premier League. We shall see what's going to happen because I know Newcastle will be sniffing around. I know there'll be other Premier League teams and other teams in Europe and other leagues that will be sniffing around for him. So we shall wait and see. This is only the beginning of this conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been enjoying this talk, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. We're segueing into the Spurs Manchester United review. Football Power Hour! Go ahead and start with John's comment. Says Z is the Rashford grade. I'm gonna let Luen give Rashford his grade. You'll start the discussion with that, Luen. Please rate your man. Let's go to Garnacho. I want to just ask Mark, what grade are you giving Garnacho before we talk about the ones you disagree with? Because I know you disagree with some other ones in here. But
I'm giving Garnacho a D, and I'm giving Rashford the same grade for 2 different reasons.
Okay, why?
I think Rashford assist was because it bounced off the defender. He didn't intend for that. He didn't intend to pass the ball. So
I can't disagree.
I can't give him any points for that assist. 2, if it's anybody to me that destroying this manager's tactical scheme is Marcus Rashford. When they keep getting the ball and every single time you keep running into 2 players, when they're doing this 10 times a game, every single game, it's ridiculous. It comes to a point where we're trying to figure out if he's still an academy player or if we need to get academy player and really develop them so that we don't have to see this every game. You know what I mean? Because it killing the attacker for the functional attack of the entire team. You're not even supplying the passes into the box when you're not getting the opportunity.
But for all intent and purpose, right? Please do not ask Mark again about Marcus Rashford, please.
Yeah, I tried to ask him about Garnacho. He shoehorns Rashford in there. I just said Garnacho.
Please,
Garnacho had a tough game facing Udogie, to be honest. It's one of those things where I felt he deserved a penalty against Udogie. Like, nobody can tell me Destiny Udogie wasn't actually holding him back and lifting him off the ground because 2 hands, Haaland got a penalty against Rodri for having 2 hands on him in the box.
Okay. So Ronald, Rashford. Let's first say Garnacho. We're just on Garnacho. We're just about to give Garnacho gets a D for you from Ronald as well.
Nah,
wow.
Yeah, fair enough. I would have gone for like a D plus because you're doing minus and plus. So yeah, he was not the best, but you have to understand he was playing out of position on a different wing. He has performed there, but that doesn't mean that he's going to perform there every time, right? Yeah. But then again, you have to give young players, somewhat players who are not even like 21, 22. You have to give them time. Yeah, it's not fair enough. Credit that he's playing in the first team and he's able to bench Rashford on certain games and certain occasions. But then again, there is a huge difference between the build and structure of Rashford and Garnacho. If Udogie was there with Rashford, he was not doing what he was doing to Garnacho. It's not possible. Okay. But then again, it's just that Tottenham actually has good fullbacks on both sides and both ends. So it kind of plays into their favor. But I don't think we kind of used him right in this game. I don't know who could have played in that position instead of Garnacho.
Yeah.
But for me, he just gets like a D plus. just like, bump up his like confidence and not shoot him down.
All right. What are you saying, Drex? Please balance it off, because
for Garnacho.
Yeah, for Garnacho, yeah.
Oh, the reason why I'm gonna give a Garnacho a C, flat C, is because he did all he could do against a good Udogie on that day. Now, I would blame that Udogie's dominance, quote and unquote. Don't take it full dominance, right? Just say quote and unquote dominance over Garnacho.
Yeah.
I'll blame it on eriktenhag. He should have asked those two. He should have asked Garnacho and Rashford.
You
should have asked Garnacho.
God's hit him.
You should have asked Garnacho and Rashford to switch, like what Ronald just said, right? Is there was no way Udogie would have done what he did to Garnacho. He would have done it to Rashford. So that's why, in my own assessment, give the boy a C, because he did all he could do. It's not like he was actually flat against Udogie, but Udogie is pacey as well, and Udogie is big. I would have loved to see a Rashford coming and facing an Udogie, and let's see what the outcome would have been. But the manager just decided to stick to his guns, and by the time he brought Antony in at right wing, right, you could see that Udogie himself was a little bit scared, because he didn't know what to expect in terms of the personality coming that he's facing up against. So that's why I'll give Garnacho a C, because he did try to break down Udogie. He tried his best, and for a young kid, for me, it's a C, man. It's a C.
It's a C. I feel like it's a C minus. Sashiv will balance it off with the Garnacho grade. Big up, Sashiv. Please give Garnacho a grade, and then you'll also grade Haaland.
For me, Garnacho is a C minus. Agreed with that. Haaland for me is a B.
B
for me.
B. Okay. All right.
Madness.
Support your take. Why does Haaland get a B?
GA.
Okay.
Goal and assist for me.
And as a B.
Yeah, for me.
For a striker.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you supposed to do to get A?
Boy,
He's supposed to get a hat trick.
I said two things. Do not talk about
a hat trick is an A plus.
Mark, do not talk about Rashford, and do not talk about Haaland in the same breath, because you like to down Rashford.
I never talk about Haaland.
You like to pick up.
Bro, listen. Man got a goal and assist.
Me want you talking in this stream about Rashford and Haaland.
I'm not talking about Rashford. I didn't say that saying about Rashford, bro. I said Haaland. For me, for a good goal and a good assist that he get as a striker, who not getting much service. It's not more you could expect from him. You know what I mean? If he had got another goal, then I'd say give him an A plus. But I think he deserves an A minus, because in my opinion, he was the man of the match.
I'll give him an A minus. You're right. I'll give him an A minus, because he barely gets anything to even score that goal in the first. Like the way he took that goal out of nothing, because that ball, people tend to say Rashford lost that ball already. He picked it up and whipped it top corner, right? I gave him then the assist to know that, because for the assist, right, I looked at something. He read Rashford's body language, because when Rashford was giving him the ball, Rashford made a move like someone that was going to go get it back. So he just read that immediately, split second, and he gave it back to Rashford, right? So that's for me. When I see people giving Rashford a D, if I'm going to give Rashford, I'm going to give Rashford a C.
Okay. Let's look at the you see when we're talking about Rasmus Haaland and how he's been starving. This is like the passes that he received versus Spurs. Look at that. 3 from Onana. Even Onana found Haaland.
Onana has more passes to Haaland. Oh my god.
So it's a very tough shift for Haaland. How can he survive in these conditions?
That's true though.
So I agree. His grade needs to be bumped up to at least B plus or A minus. And
A minus is fine with me as well.
Okay. Luen said C for Rashford. What does Ronald say?
Bots, why do I have no say on Haaland?
Okay. Have your say on Haaland. Let's hear your take.
Ronald, big up, man.
Make it a damn A right now, bro.
You're saying an A.
Mark,
Can you continue?
Mark, do you know how difficult it is to clean up someone's shit?
Yeah, well, somebody had to do it for Rashford every week.
Rashford shat, and Haaland had to clean up. And did you look at that strike? That was an elite strike in the top
That's why I said
corner.
Rashford, Haaland supposed to get an A- where people talk
Haaland
about
has to
a
be
B-.
It's not even an A-. It has to be an A. It has to be an A.
You know,
And back-to-back goals. Bots, back-to-back goals. Back-to-back goals. Come on.
No. But we're just talking about Spurs, though. We're just talking about Spurs. This is just it.
Yeah, fair enough. And even Spurs, against like good top quality defenders, he's done decent. He's done well.
Okay.
If you talk about Rashford,
okay, all right. Yeah, you go to segue to Rashford now.
Yeah, Rashford. That's a sticky one. I can't lie, but you know what? Yeah, Rashford. I'm just confused right now. I'll be honest. I'll actually go with a B.
B.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Why does Rashford
me on that one?
Because even though the assist was kind of bad, but he still collected the ball in a good position, right? He was able to run with the ball. He was able to move in the right space, and yeah, the assist. I don't think the assist was kind of intended, but his intent to go into the right area was absolutely correct. Because I've seen a lot of players in Manchester United current squad and before mess that pass up. The pass that went from Bruno Fernandes. Any one of those guys can actually mess that pass up. He collected the pass really well. The first touch was good, and he was able to run with the ball well. He did not run into like three people. Normally, what Rashford does is he goes on the left side. This time, he went on the right side, kind of in the middle, where when he lost the ball ball kind of bounced back towards Haaland, and he was able to take it to the left and take a shot. So, and then his defensive work on some ends was decent enough, was good enough. I'm not saying he completely was defending as well, but he did some defensive work.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it was a decent game. I can't lie. It's a B for me.
It's a B. Can Munch is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Munch, you're the one that's gonna balance
Space Gem in the building. Big up, man.
Big up.
Me balance swings. So do you know me? What's going on here?
Is Rashford getting a B or a C? Where are you?
Jesus, it's a tough one, man, because I don't think he had a good game. Yeah, C is fair enough, I think.
A C is fair enough.
Yeah. Haaland A-. Who gave him A-?
The panel, bro, it averaged out to A-, bro. You were not here for that part. I wanted a low grade for him, but we looked at also how he was the service, the poor service.
I said A as well. I don't know why we still have an A- over there. It's just
I don't know what's going on with bots, bro. Bots trying to minus.
Yeah, bots trying to do the minus thing. Select this man.
Listen,
I agree with Roland.
I stand with Yale.
I cannot agree with Yale.
No. Man, you know what? Bots is trying to run his agenda on a silent. He controls the Excel sheet, and he's trying to do that. Man, make that an 8.
100%.
Do you know what it is?
100%.
Hey, listen, man. I heard I was on my travels. Yeah, I heard bots talk about Mourinho. I was like, this guy, man. I had to chime in. I was like, what am I listening to?
We've moved on from that. We're gonna revisit it. I'm sure the Mourinho conversation is
not tomorrow. Tomorrow for that, bro.
But
yeah,
but let's focus on. Okay, all right. I think I'm gonna stand with Yali on this and say no one deserves an A for the performance against Spurs. Everyone should lose a grade or 2 for what they did at home. There was over 70,000 people watching them perform, and we are in our house. And Spurs came to boss us around with like 5 of that 6 key players missing.
Yeah, they live in this generation.
Of course, it's not Haaland's fault. He can't dribble all of the Spurs players.
Exactly.
But I feel like an A is just saying like he couldn't have, there's no area to improve at all.
No, I don't feel like that. I feel like A is judging his performance fairly because at the end of the day, Peter don't pay for Paul here. You understand? We don't have our logic, bro. Unless you want to live by that logic for every single thing, keep the energy. And this is what I always tell everybody: keep the same energy for every player, every manager. Keep it across the board because we don't share it. You know what I mean? And you can't say you're going to give Haaland a B- because Onana can't save a ball that chest high coming at his chest and he duck underneath it. I find that unfair to the rest of the team. That they had to bear the burden for a goalkeeper who not goalkeeping.
I think before we get to the goalkeeper, it's more just okay. The Haaland, in a holistic perspective on his performance, is like he was bright at the beginning. He got the early goal. He was sharp. He was ready for that, as we've talked about it. But I need more. I need more in the second half.
Yeah, but that's not in that game. That's another game. That's for the future. We're talking about the game.
No, I'm talking about the second half. He faded. He dwindled down a little bit in the second half, and I need
He's
more
a
from
striker,
Haaland.
Papi. He's supposed to, not supposed to create.
Listen. You remember the moment where
a striker doesn't create. He's supposed to be created for. You can't expect him to create for himself.
I disagree. A striker sometimes has to create.
That is not a striker. That's a cam. That's an attacking midfielder. That's not a striker.
No, bro. Haaland was on the wing that other time. Listen.
That's prospectively on positioning, bro. That is not what a striker is. A striker is a goal scorer. The end.
Now
Striker is a goal scorer.
Listen, Mark. If he's on the left wing position, receiving a ball, and he dribbles past the Spurs player, he pushed that ball one more time and tried to find Garnacho on the far post, and that was not a successful phase of play. It's those little things for me that make the difference.
But that's not what his requirement is, bro.
But bots, you have to understand, giving him an A doesn't mean that we're saying he's fantastic and he's done all. No. Giving him an A is kind of boosting the confidence and kind of understanding and accepting it's a young it's a young player coming in, right? He's playing the game. He's got an opportunity. I have seen Martial most likely can score it. Weghorst would not even move his leg because he would not even read that, right? Ronaldo at his pace when he was here in the Premier League might as well score it, but might as well miss it as well.
Okay.
Right? So there is a conversation to happen that looking at the past strikers, Lukaku would not even move for that, right? So just think about it from that perspective. Haaland did a good goal. It was a good goal. And if that goal wasn't scored, you and I would be talking how we lost 2-1 and which is the next manager.
I hear it. I hear it.
So let's just make it A. Just an A. Nothing
Mark,
but that.
Ronald, Sashiv, all think I'm too harsh. Luen, what do you say in the chat? Yale, what do you say? Manj also says, am I being harsh on Haaland?
I'll be honest with you, my mic was off. I wasn't even listening.
Look at Yala's comment. Haaland did a major mistake when he went up in a duel with Richarlison. There's a photo of the duel. Haaland had his eyes closed in a heading.
Bro, stop making excuses for a goalkeeper who can't save, bro. This is the problem. He's a striker. He's not a defender. You see this? This nonsense with these hipsters, bro, had to stop.
Oh, Jesus.
Marcus Rashford is a winger. He's not a forward. He's a forward. He's a forward. He's not a winger.
He's a winger.
He's a hybrid player, right? He's not a winger. He's actually
a winger,
forward.
man.
He's not a winger. Winger averages at least 10 assists a season. Marcus Rashford is ranked 19th for the last 7 years in the Premier League as a winger on assists. I just want you all to understand that. 19th. For the last 7 years.
He plays better on the left. I think he plays better.
No matter where he plays as a winger, he's ranked 19th in the Premier League for the last 7 years in assists every season. Because why? He's at the lowest assist of all the wingers.
I can't argue with stats. So I can't argue with that.
Let me just put it like this, right? A striker, his main job is to score goals, not to create, not to do anything else but to score goals. Goalkeeper, main job is to stop shots and saves. You see? You're starting to make the secondary profile more important than the first profile, and that is the problem at Manchester United. Andrew Onana not saving goals is a problem.
All right. I guess we'll agree to disagree and say Yale says you never close your eyes when you go up in a heading duel. You learn that.
Marcus Rashford is doing it all the time.
But we're talking about Haaland. We're talking about Haaland right now, closing his eyes in a duel. Yale says that is that's something that you have to punish. You can't reward that with an A. Fine.
Let me ask you guys something. Yeah. Let me ask you guys something.
A in the panel, because I do not have support in the chat, enough support in the chat. It's only me and Luan who are saying A-, and majority.
Well, Luan wanted Rashford to get a C, so she had to choose.
Let me ask you guys something, right?
Yeah.
What did you guys make of that Rashford celebration taunting the fans to shut up when he scored that goal? What
If
did you
I
make
was
of
in
it?
the stand,
He
he'd
should
have
have
got a
done-
bottle, a Coke.
Yo.
If I was in, I'm telling you, I got a bottle of Coke, bro. If I was in the stand, I'm telling you for sure.
Okay, all right. I gave Bruno a D. Does anybody disagree?
Yeah, Bruno's supposed to get at least a C plus, bro. He was
Wow.
bad, but he was better than Eriksen by far. He was bad, but he was still
I agree.
overall better than Garnacho and overall better than Rashford. If minus the goal.
Yeah,
The goals when that happened, if it wasn't for Bruno, his passes is what led to each goal.
Yeah.
Yes, he's fine. Yeah.
All the
Yeah, for the
positive
first half, I
passes was
agree, yeah.
Bruno.
So what is Ronald saying? It seems like Manj says Fernandez gets a C. Is this gonna be again majority wins again? Ronald, help
And
us
I
out.
find you're robbing me new too, but okay.
Help us out with the Fernandez grade.
Wait, Bruno Fernandes?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll be honest, for Kobe Minu and Bruno Fernandes, I'll actually give it a C, both of them.
Yeah.
And an E for Eriksen.
F.
F.
I would give Eriksen
Bro,
an F.
Eriksen for F, man. This guy was
Yeah,
annoying.
maybe an F, whatever. I did not
Yeah.
know how far we're going with these.
So you're saying C for Bruno, Ronald?
Yeah, because
Plus.
Bruno did, again, transitional football, counter-attack, the first goal, he made that possible. If he
Yeah.
doesn't do that pass, you don't have that, key passes. The second goal, somewhat, kind of, he was involved somewhere. But, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a great
ball to
performance. It's one of
McTominay.
his bad games.
The ball to McTominay, that McTominay throw away at the end of the game.
That was Garnacho, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but he passed the ball to Garnacho.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He was mopping up everywhere in midfield, bro. The man was mopping
So-
up everywhere. Everybody mistakes.
His stats from the game. See, the thing is that if you look at the stats and then you look at the game, it's two different things, because the stats would
Exactly,
tell you
Ronald.
that Bruno's kind of had a A+ game or a B+ game at best. Not A+, I'm sorry, but B+. But yeah, when you look at the game itself, because you're two people trying to do three people's job, it's not really working out. So
You have no choice when you had to make up for Eriksen. Can't run to tackle a man.
There's a
Eriksen
stat.
not even running back. Eriksen not doing anything in the whole game. Eriksen was a waste in that entire
Bro,
game. He
Rashford
was a waste of time.
7.3. That is crazy. 7.3 for Rashford.
Accuracy, 0%.
Jesus.
9 passes into the final third.
Insane.
I was telling man he's supposed to get a C+ or a B-, but man want to rob Bruno.
He was defending.
Yeah,
because he was doing Eriksen's role. He plays deep.
Do everybody role. Eriksen, his role, pick up for Rashford when he do track back.
Half
Bro,
things
press
deep.
for Rashford.
Okay.
Why
All right,
men
welcome
hate
along to
Bruno.
the Half Things Deep show.
Okay. I'm fine with settling for a C+.
Nah.
for Bruno.
We had to upgrade Bruno to a B-, bro. Can't be a C+,
Oh, come
can't be a
on,
B-.
man.
You know what I'm
What are
telling
you
you?
saying? Yale,
Then he had a
Luan, what
better
are you
game
saying?
than
I need
Rashford,
support
than
from the-
Garnacho, bro.
I need
I mean,
support
it's not
from the chat.
difficult. It's not difficult to have a good game better than Garnacho, man. Let's be honest.
Well, right. So if he had a better game than Garnacho, then he definitely should be on a B, because he was up.
The
it was
bar on
head
the
on-
floor, man. We didn't even win this game. That's funny.
Okay, all right. Let's go
That's
to
okay.
Kobe
It was a
Maynard.
decent.
Let's go to Kobe Maynard. What grade is Kobe Maynard? Is it better than Bruno or less than Bruno? Or the same?
Well, it's not better than Bruno, but yeah, I still don't think Kobe should get a C. Well, I'll say Bruno should get a B-, then Kobe could get a C+, because I think Kobe was a decent performance. Like,
Yeah, he's all right.
he was there. He did what he could do. He broke up the play well. I don't think the goal had anything to do with Kobe in any part of the play. So, in my honest opinion, he had a good game. I would give Kobe a 7 if I was giving him numbers, right? So, therefore, for me, Kobe had a good game. You know what I mean? Like, I think Eriksen had a terrible game. So, in comparison, I think Eriksen should get a F.
Okay.
Who?
That we'll get to Eriksen. So, does anybody disagree with this Kobe made on? Let's hear from Steve. Let's hear from my bro Steve, and Steve might just give us a little bit of balance because right now, I don't know. I feel like we're biased. Steve,
Go on, Steve.
big up, bro.
All welcome along.
Big up, bro. What's good?
Big up, Steve.
What's good? I forgot. Okay, so clarification. I thought y'all were doing season grades, so that's why I gave Haaland a C.
No,
If I were to give it based off the game, if I
Yeah.
were to do it based off the game, it'd be a B. So just wanted to clear that one up.
Okay.
In terms of Kobe Mainu, yeah, C plus. C plus.
C plus. Okay.
It's not one
Yeah,
of his
C plus is
better
good.
games,
Yeah.
but it didn't really need to be because y'all didn't have the majority of the ball, but he did a good job. He didn't look out of place, which is the thing that I always look for when it comes to, like, you know, if a 17, 18, 19-year-old's playing, it's like, do they look out of place? Do they look like they need to be on the youth team or alone? So he didn't, yeah, he looked fine.
Okay. That's a very, very
Adjust the
nice
Bruno
thing.
grade too, please, sir.
Bruno grade? Boy,
Fernandez had a good game, bros. Don't be like
not a
that.
good
You
game.
know,
Not a
he had a
good
good game. Yeah, bro.
Thank you,
D
Steve.
plus.
Thank you very
You know
much.
what's
D
funny?
plus.
You know what's funny,
Thank
bro?
you,
You know what's
Steve.
funny?
No.
Ah.
Let's transition to Eriksen. Let's keep it moving. Transition to Eriksen. Big up kudos. Big up to everybody that's in the chat. Please hit the like button. Let us know what grade you're giving these players. Let's go to Christian Eriksen. So Shiv, lead us on Christian Eriksen, bro.
Eriksen gets E.
E for you. Okay. Why?
Totally non-existent until when Scott McTominay came on.
Okay.
Ghost.
Okay. No, I agree with you. That's always been an Eriksen problem. Is just like he just lacks a lot of defensive work rate, you know? What does anybody disagree with this?
No.
Yeah, I think he should get an F. Because he wasn't contributing going forward. He wasn't contributing going.
He was not
defense.
worth
He was
I
not
don't think
worth
he's
being
worse
on
than
the
Bruno.
pitch.
I'd
Yeah,
say B
and to be honest, for the second goal, there was literally no Eriksen as well. Yeah.
Might be
Eric
like
says he won at fault. He didn't track his man. He didn't do anything towards helping that defense.
What?
And he was the one.
I agree.
I just don't get the point of playing Christian Eriksen if you're playing hoofball. Like, what's the point? What's
Right.
the point?
There is.
Don't make sense.
I mean, he's got a sweet pass, though, Steve. He's got a sweet pass, a sweet long ball. too.
Undeniable.
You know, so that's partially maybe what it
He's
is.
the reason why we playing hoofball in the field, because he can't carry the ball with his legs.
He should be playing as the number 10, though. That's a 10 hog thing.
He should not even be playing in this level league of football anymore. He should be playing in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Can't see to grow.
Nah.
Oh, no.
Can't see
Let's
to
go
grow,
to our
bro.
defenders. Let's go to our defenders. Manch, can you lead us with Aaron Wan-Bissaka? I put a C- there. What are you saying for Wan-Bissaka?
I want to ask who gave Wan-Bissaka a C-, please.
I did.
I think he was one of our best players, man.
Ooh, okay. Why?
Careful,
why
guys, because I would say this now. Dalo had a better game than Wan-Bissaka. So whoever rating Wan-Bissaka get, Dalo getting a higher rating.
I knew you would say that, Mark.
We always
It's a fact. It's a
We know
fact.
that.
It's a fact. We are not. Come on, guys. Dalo had the best game of the fullback.
I think Wan-Bissaka was better, but here we are. I want to go for. Now, how do I cause chaos? I'll go B. Yep, I'll go B plus.
B plus for Wan-Bissaka.
Yes, I'm causing chaos today. It's Tuesday.
He wasn't
Andrew,
that
too
good. It's okay.
No, he
I mean,
wasn't exactly. It's like for me.
Steve,
It's
was
like,
he better than Dalo? Do you reckon?
No, not close.
Frog gets a B.
I want to show you guys a picture. That
No,
that-
actually, I'll give it. I'll say B then. I'll just
this
give it.
picture might bring a little bit of perspective. Okay, so 4 minutes 18. No, 19 minutes 21. There's a guy right there called Richarlison heading the ball. Who's the guy who's touching Richarlison?
Wan-Bissaka. It's
Why
Wan-Bissaka.
is he not jumping as high as Richarlison?
Because he don't jump. You never see him jump
Because
before?
that fucking guy, for the life of him, cannot defend the back post. Just can't.
100%.
He is allergic, whether it's on the floor
that is
or
actually
it's in the
true
air.
about
He just
Wan-Bissaka.
forgets how to defend back post.
Wait a minute, is that the sin bin? I need to click that real quick.
So for me,
Bro
that's
does not
why.
know
That's
how
how
to-
we ended at the
No,
the
it's
grade.
true
You know,
actually. That's Wan-Bissaka's man as well.
it's
Yeah.
like
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
you're the one. You are even wearing a glove.
Bro,
You know,
When you let Richarlison jump higher than you.
you know
I just
what?
want everybody to look at Andrew Onana posture. He
Yeah.
leaning to the right.
What
He
you
should
gonna
have
give
just
to Onana?
came
What
off
gonna
as
give to
well,
Onana?
yeah.
Let's just finish.
Based
Oh,
on that
nah,
evidence,
nah.
bots.
Man,
Based on that
it's-
evidence of Wan-Bissaka, I think you should give it. I think you should keep the same rating as you did before. That was fair, to be honest with you.
Thank you.
Based
Thank
on
you.
that evidence. Based on that
Let's
evidence.
go to Rafael Varane. Rafael Varane started. What are you saying about Varane? Mark, you start us up on Varane.
Varane, I think he had a decent game. You know, to be fair, I think if I was to blame that second goal on anybody, I would blame it on Onana. If I was to blame the first goal on anybody, I'd blame it on Onana as well. So, on that note, I think Varane had a decent game. I'd give him a B. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that grade.
All right. Shout out to Ravi for joining us. Thank you for hitting the like button. And I hope you're
Ravi?
well.
Big
It's
up
been
to
a
Ravi,
while.
man.
Yeah, Ravi, big up to you. Okay. All right. B. Mark does not contest the B. Anybody in the house? Manj, Sashiv?
I don't contest it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with B as well.
Okay. All right. Now let's move on to Johnny Evans.
Johnny Evans.
He came off with a little bit of an injury, I think, but what are we saying about Johnny Evans's performance?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I give him a B. Johnny Evans.
Johnny Evans was at. I think Johnny Evans was at fault for the because he mismarked Rodrigo Bentancur for that.
No.
goal.
Rodrigo
think so.
Bentancur was supposed to be marked by Christian Eriksen. You don't confuse that. Johnny Evans couldn't do anything. He had his man.
I thought Johnny Evans looked a bit slow, but
Yeah, I think so. He looked a bit slow when he
other
was
than that, I
showing
thought he was
Denmark.
all
Yeah.
right for the most part.
Yeah.
He's he's low key been one of your players of the season.
Yeah.
100%, bro.
He's
Yeah.
low-key somebody that would probably galvanize your defense with your injuries you have right now.
Oh yeah. Oh no, no doubt, bro. No doubt. I would love to have that. Love that.
What about Diogo Dalot? Diogo Dalot, we'll come to Mark last on this one. Much. We know you're Dalot's father, Mark. Let's go to
Dalot's dad.
I'll be honest with you. Instead of saving about half an hour on this segment, let's just cut to what Mark has to say and be done with it.
Yeah, no, I have to be done in 5 minutes. So okay, let's go to Dalot. What are you saying? What are you saying, Mark? Give us your grade for Dalot.
Well, no, I think overall he had a good game. You know, if I was to fault him for the cutback that happened with Timo Werner, I would say, well, that would be the only strike against him for the whole game. I think he was very critical to us going forward. He carried the ball well. He was defensive throughout the whole game. So I would say a B+, but or a B, in my opinion.
Let's see what Kudus had to say about Dalot. Did Kudus say anything about Dalot? Okay, Kudus said, I don't want Bissaka play left back. Didn't put a foot wrong, except the yellow card. Okay, I had to defend more because Rashford didn't track back. Yes, very big point, and was good up front as well. It's not Wan-Bissaka versus Dalot. Judge Wan-Bissaka on his own merit. C+ for Kudus. He says C+ for Wan-Bissaka, and we gave him a C-, around the same ballpark. Okay. So you, Mark, said a B-, right?
Yeah.
Dalot. Okay. All right. I would ask Sashiv, do you agree or disagree, or Manj or Steve? Does anybody have any qualms with that?
Yeah, I'm just fine with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luen says a C. I will give Dalot a C also. So
That's-
Luen is with me on this
That's
one.
a low rating.
I thought he was okay.
All right, C
He was
plus,
fine in
C
the game.
plus,
C plus, C
He
plus.
didn't do that bad in that game.
Bro, he
Yeah.
was, bro. All right, okay. Let's go on to Onana because in my honest opinion,
Oh,
Mark
There's
is
a
going to
reason
give him
why
a
Onana is last.
this fucking
that's
guy.
so weird.
This
How
fucking
Eriksen's still on
Onana
a
guy.
D? How
Onana is
Eriksen's
so
still on a D?
bad.
I think Eriksen's supposed to be on an E, bro, or F.
Okay, all right. We know he was the worst player in our starting 11.
No, he wasn't though. Onana was. Onana gets a F for me. F plus, F minus.
For real.
Yeah,
Okay,
F minus. I think we could not have signed a worse goalkeeper for any other reason. I think we should cut every loss right now, this minute.
Champions League hype.
Start buying there and sell Onana in the summer for cheap.
Which they lost.
Wait, so here's the question. Who's at fault for signing Onana?
The Manchester United board, not Ten Hag. He didn't want him. He wanted Diego Costa. Ten Hag wanted Diego
Ten
Costa.
Hag didn't want Onana.
Ten Hag wanted Diego Costa.
Ten Hag did want
Onana. All right. No. That's another conversation for another day.
Got 5 minutes left.
Don't cause trouble. Don't cause trouble, Steve.
Is there any trouble? You talking to me, bro?
Yeah.
I know. Is there any substitute that deserves honorable mention?
Scott McTominay.
Yeah, Scott McTominay. Damn it. Swear, bro. I wouldn't even say it, bro. I was mad he came on the field, but Scott McTominay came on and he did. Bro, if Scott McTominay had started that game, we probably win 3-1. Hypothetical. Would say I'm crazy.
Yeah, I think
his
that
energy in the midfield
game
was sorely missed
well.
in the first half. Sorely missed. He would have probably scored in that game as well. You know what I mean? But to me, the experiment with Eriksen needs to be done. We need to terminate his contract in January and let him go retire. Because that's clearly what he needs right now in his life. Retirement.
Okay.
And Onana. Take Onana with him. Onana need a F. A F minus. That is my grade for Onana.
How realistic is that, do you think?
0.
I know, but if I was the owner of Manchester United or the CEO or I was the sporting director, well, brother, you know, see these things happening. I could tell you that.
Well, hey, you're smart. You're smart.
But change it to Al for being late to AFCON.
Guys, I think I forgot about Lisandro Martinez.
Yes.
Yeah, Lisandro too. Lisandro deserves big mention because when he came on, I think he canceled out most of the attacks. And you know, like
exactly.
Okay, if Tottenham had seven chances in the second half, they had 5 of them before he came on the field. Because after he came on, Tottenham only created 2 chances on goal.
Yes. No, Licha was missed. And that is unanimous, I think. Kudus, we're gonna close on your question. Kudus was asking, was there anything special in Onana's performance? Okay.
Disgrace.
Let's go to the other comment. Kudus says
funny.
McTominay missed an open header because he had energy versus a tired Spurs team. We think he played well. All Scott did was run around.
I disagree.
He's so bad.
I disagree with that. I disagree. He was so bad, but he was better than Eriksen. Let me make it make sense today.
Exactly.
So that's the thing for me. There was something about that game where Spurs, you see the intensity that it always dwindles down after the 70th minute. Yeah. And if you're a smart manager, you could just survive till 70, then you start playing. You bring all your energetic players. You really start.
He could have brought on. He could have brought on this. He could have brought on Facundo Pellistri in that game as well.
I think Facundo Pellistri that get wrapped up against Udogie. Udogie was, you see, the thing with Udogie is he not only big, you know, he fast and he has stamina. So you can't play Udogie with a nice boy player who at least not at his same body size. You got to play with somebody who know the dark arts. You see, like Antony, that's the perfect man to play against Udogie. You know why? Because he have the dark. Every time Udogie touch him funny, he will roll on the ground. And that will make Udogie think, you know what? I can't rush into him because I will get a foul. Even if I don't commit a foul, I will get a foul. So he will change the way he approaches tackling to him. So it's just one of those things, guys. It's just one of those things.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, any closing words on this Spurs performance? This is the last time we'll talk about it. Versus Man United.
Trust the process.
Y'all aren't much fun to watch, and Spurs are.
I will take that right now, bro. But we still will finish above Newcastle this evening. So
probably, and that's why I want Mourinho in this fucking building right now.
I agree with Steve.
Okay, take him.
We started the stream like this, and we can't go back.
You can have Jose Mourinho.
You can have him, Steve. Take Mourinho. We want you to get
I want to see
Mourinho
Mourinho at Newcastle.
Go win some damn things.
I want to see that Newcastle. That'd be good.
Bro, I want to see that Newcastle as well, to be fair.
I want to see
Take
that.
Mourinho, and guys, all these guys, I'm there.
I'm there.
And by the way,
I'm there.
because he's Portuguese, you can have Dallo as well. So here we are.
No.
Yo.
Anything. Send it, man.
I'm trying to give a bang average
Penny
right
Fan
back.
TV, and UFC. Tracks both.
Big up Steve, though. Big up Steve.
Guys,
Big up,
guys,
bro. Big up,
thank
Steve.
you.
Big up, Manj. Big up, Poppy. Thanks for having us all. Big up,
of course.
Penny Fan TV.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yo, we will be.
AFCON settings,
here.
bro. AFCON.
Thank you so much, everybody, for hitting the like button. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Football Power Hour. We out of here.
Bruno Fernandes! It's Martial! Just waiting on the back post, surely he'll be found!
All these guys, I'm there.